off the crossbar. Goal! And it's a giant deflection off the goal team. The switch to left fielder down for a base hit.
Hunterdon Central is going to win the state finals here tonight.
Mark it on the board. Touchdown, Red Devils. On the deflection. On the deflection. Hunterdon Central.
There's no easy game. Every game is going to be tough for us. Every game is going to be a challenge, and I think that's good for us, to be challenged. And the girls need to know you're not going to just walk out there and just win every game. We have to work for it.
I know every senior I'm really close with this year. We have a really good bond with the team, and I think something that all of the seniors want is a good year coming out of this, a winning season like we had last year. And for me as a senior this year, I just want good at-bats, good games, good everything.
I think it's a really great thing. I think it's something to be really proud of. It's a really competitive environment in the games, like even in tryouts, it's a really fun environment to be a part of. We've had so many great memories, like my county championships. I've been in 2 of them, and that's just such a great feeling.
We work together really well. Most of us are returning. So I think we've been playing with each other, and we know each other really well. It's been an honor playing for Hunterdon Central softball for these past 3 years. It's been a great experience, and lots of great people have passed through.
I mean, I really hope that's how they feel, and I really hope that they think, they respect the program and they respect the older girls. They look up to them and want to, be a part of it. Our record shows, that it is a respectful program, and it's something to be proud of, to be a part of.
Hello folks, welcome to Hunterdon Central Television, and today the Hunterdon Central Red Devils are going to take on the Monroe Falcons in softball. I'm Brad Monroe with George Urquhart. George, how are we feeling about today's game?
We're pretty excited. I mean, this is first game of the season for both of these teams, and it's a very exciting time of the year. But there's definitely some uncertainty on that Central side. Big losses last year, a lot of seniors gone, including Stefano, which was their leader in almost everything last year. Hits, runs, she was the pitcher as well, so that's definitely a big loss, and a lot of other big losses last year. So there's some uncertainty, but they have a lot of young talent that it's exciting to see, like Cassie Stallwood, Emily Van Cleef, sophomores out there. So I think we got a bright future, and it's going to be a very interesting year for them. They had a very good year last year, 19-7 record. So, hopefully they can keep that up this year. There's just the uncertainty of, losing that many players. You don't really know what's going to happen. But this team, they've looked good warming up out here, and, I'm excited to see what they bring.
And George, like you said, Stefano was a huge loss for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils, as she was such a good player. How do you think they're going to perform without her today?
I mean that's to be seen, but I'm sure they'll fill that hole. I mean, they have a lot of good players out there, and there's a lot of players that might not have been able to step up last year.
So we'll start here. Emily Van Cleef to pitch for Hunterdon Central. Batting. Kofsky to bat for Monroe. First pitch here.
That's strike.
Strike one there.
It's a good start for Van Cleef.
Second pitch here. It's also a strike.
That's right in the box.
Yeah.
Great pitch from Van Cleef.
Start here. 0-2 count.
that looked out of the box to me.
Could be a ball. 1-2 count here now. Hit here, and that's going to be a foul ball. 2-2 count. Hit here, and
well
it's going to throw it. It's going to be a drop ball. She's going to be safe, it looks like, at first.
Yep, that was a good field on the grounder there, but you know, just got to finish the job with a catch.
Yeah, good start there from Monroe. They already got one of their players on first base.
Van Cleef had a nice start. The first 2 pitches very nice, and you know the other pitches looked pretty good too, but it looked like Gutzkowski was able to get on that one there.
Yeah, Zaski now to bat for Monroe. Strike there, 0-1 count.
Right in the box, right in the box. Well done.
It's going to be a bunt there, and it's going to be an out.
Can they get a double play here? No.
No. Looks like Witzke's going to be safe at second to get their first out of the game. Up next to bat is Guida.
It's hard for us with bear with us with the names for Monroe. We were just given this roster, so we didn't have time to really, look it over, but...
Yeah, sorry for the wind too,
It's a windy day. We can barely keep our papers online here.
First pitch by Van Cleef is a strike. 1-1 count here.
Van Cleef looking very good to start this game.
Player on second. Second pitch here for Van Cleef. Looks like it's going to be a ball. 1-1 count. Yeah, 1-1 count here. And it's a foul ball. 2-1 count.
That's why there's netting there.
Oh, 1-2 count, excuse me. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a hit there, and that's going to be an out. And
there's a double play.
Yeah, that's a double play. It's a great play. Emily Walsh had a great catch and threw it to second.
It's an awesome play from Central to get off the field.
They got Kowitski out as well, so that's 3 outs. And now Hunterdon Central will be batting.
0 runs allowed. I mean, that's obviously what you want in your first inning of the season right there.
We will await the bottom of the first. All right, so we await the bottom of the first. So, George, what did you see from the beginning of the first inning from Hunterdon Central and Monroe?
I saw a very strong Central, field there. It looked very good. There didn't seem to be any real holes. A little hiccup on the first batter, but they did a great job. Van Cleef looked very solid on the mound, and you know, it's really what you want to see. We didn't get to see a lot of Van Cleef last year, and you know, she's their main pitcher now as a sophomore, and there's a lot of time to develop. You know, it's an exciting thing, you know, to see a young player coming out and playing well like that.
And to bat first for Hunterdon Central, Cecilia Totaro. Pitching for Monroe, excuse me if I said this wrong, but Buzzwiski. I don't know if I said that right, but it's the pitcher from Monroe. First pitch here.
That's going to be a strike.
It's going to be a strike. On 1 count. Totaro, Cecilia Totaro.
That looked to be in the box as well.
Yeah, 0-2 count here. It's going to be a hit, but that's going to be a foul ball. So a 1-2 count now for Cecilia Totaro. 0-2 count, excuse me. Going to be hit here, and it's a good hit there. That's going to be at first base for Cecilia Totaro.
It's a nice single hit there. It just squeaked by the gloves of some of those infielders for Monroe.
As up to bat next, Emily Walsh for Hunterdon Central. And that's going to be a hit. They're going to double out, possibly. It's going to be an out.
It looks like
double out, yeah.
No, it looks like they called safe on that side there.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So Emily Walsh, I believe, is safe, but Cecilia Totaro did get out.
It did look like that ball was on time, but...
Yeah. And up next for Hunterdon Central, Samantha Del Hoyo to bat now. First pitch is strike, but a stolen base here. Emily Walsh, and it looks like she's going to be safe. So Emily Walsh now at second. Del Hoyo going to hit it. It's a good hit. And Emily Walsh
was able to get there.
Yeah, Walsh going to go to third. And Del Hoyo is going to be at first, so 2 people.
The inning starting to shape up nicely for Central. Del Hoyo's got a very solid on-base percentage, 4.36, I believe. And
up to bat next is Emily Van Cleef, the pitcher for Hunterdon Central, also batting.
That looked to be out of the box there.
Yeah, it's going to be a ball. 1-0 count. It's going to be a hit by Van Cleef.
That one's popped high.
It's popped high. It's going to be an out. I believe that's the second out for them.
Central's got one more shot here.
It's 2 outs. Up to bat next for Hunterdon Central, Cora Gilio, excuse me.
And Gilio was the home run leader last year with 4, so you know she's got a big swing. See where this one goes.
A strike there, but a stolen base. It looks like it will be for Del Hoyo. So now Del Hoyo's on second, and Emily Walsh is on third. It's going to be another strike. Next pitch here. Looks going to be...
That was way out of the box there.
Ball. I believe it's a 2-2 count. 1-2-2-2 count. One of them. Next pitch.
That was out of the...
I believe it's...
That was out of the box as well.
2-2, 3-2 count. One of them. Next pitch here. It's going to be hit.
That's going to go way up.
It's going to be popped, and that's going to be out. So that's 3 outs. It's at the end of the first 0-0 game, Hunterdon Central Monroe. So, George, what did you see from that first inning, and what were you impressed with?
I mean, you know, they look strong. You know, they got a couple hits past, you know, the first line there. But, you know, it's always really tough to, you know, get into a first inning and really do much. You know, both teams, we're really going to see a lot more scoring, I believe, later in this game as this game progresses. Hopefully we see the scoring happen for Central. But, you know, it's a good showing. It's really just there's not much out of that inning that I can really give you. I can't really tell you much. You know, it was just it was a good starter inning.
We will wait the second inning for Hunterdon Central and Monroe. As we look to resume action here, Emily Van Cleef going to pitch for Hunterdon Central.
It's a nice first inning. You've only allowed 2 hits, I believe.
Pitch here.
That's out of the box.
Look out, box 1-0 count. It's going to be out of the box, it looks like, once again. 2-0 count.
Let's see here. Van Cleef can get it back on track.
It's going to
There
be
you go.
hit, but it's going to be foul.
It's going to be a 2-1 count.
2-1.
Here we go.
Next pitcher for Van Cleef.
That looked like it was in, and it was.
It was in. So 2-2 count now. Next pitch here.
That hit the batter, so that's going to be a walk.
It's going to count as a walk. So 1 player now on base for Monroe.
You know, a bit of a mistake there from Van Cleef, but you know, it's sometimes very tough. And with the wind today, you know, pitching is not going to be easy. I'm sure she can get right back on track here.
Van Cleef looks like it's going to be
did.
a strike, so 1 count.
That was a very well placed pitch.
Second pitch coming.
There's another strike for Van Cleef.
Strike. 0-2 counts now. Again, the first out of the top of the inning.
Got a swing on that one too.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Once again, it looks like it's gonna be a stolen base for Monroe. That was Middleton stealing the base, so she's on second now.
It was a, you know, looked like the ball caught the air underneath and
yeah,
just kind of lifted over where it needed to be.
It's gonna be outside. It looks like.
Back to a 2-2 count.
Yeah. And she's gonna get a hit on that, but it's gonna be a foul.
Just outside, so.
Yeah. It's gonna stay a 2-2 count.
Keep it going. And the wind just continues to blow here at Hunterdon Central. I mean, it's just constant. You can hear it in our mics.
Pitch here. That was outside, so it's 3-2 count.
Here we go. This is
one more ball, and Monroe get a player on first and second. And that'll be good for Central.
an important pitch here for Van Cleef.
And it's going to be a hit there, but it's going to be easily caught.
Del Hoya on the catch.
So that's going to be first out for Monroe. And Cleef with the pitch. It's going to be hit. It's going to be foul ball. 0-1 counts. Player on second for Monroe. One out so far in the top of the second. Looks like it's going to be just a little short. So a 1-1 count. It's going to be hit, and it's going to be caught for a second out. Oh, I believe. Actually, no, that was a double out, yeah.
Be the sophomore Stallwood, I believe, on that catch.
Yeah, good catch there by Stallwood.
Alertly on the base as well. Double play. Good job.
Yeah, so that's the end of the top of the second. Waiting the bottom of the second, still 0-0. Central over Monroe.
See if Central can get on the board here. I mean, they looked like they had some potential in that first inning. I feel like maybe if went maybe just a little bit further for one of those hits, you could have maybe scored. But I think Monroe played a good inning in that first inning as well. So. See, I feel like it's just going to take one hit to really open this game up, whichever team does it. We'll see what happens, but
the bottom of the second.
There we go. So Fela's at bat now.
Yeah, Riley Fela. I think sixth. First pitch here. Gonna be strike. 0-1.
Well short of the plate.
Yeah, well short. Next pitch can be a little out. It's going to get a hit, but that's
Just outside the line there.
just outside. It's a foul ball.
Fail is going to go for a hit on this one here. So much strategy as to when you actually swing the bat.
Next pitch. It's going to be out.
Just outside again.
Yeah.
So we got a 3-2 count.
Yeah, 3-2. Important pitch here for Monroe. It's going to get a hit. It's going to stay in. Are they going to get the out? They will.
They do.
It's already one out.
It was a very quick throw. Get it all the way across there. Especially with this wind, I mean, it's kind of amazing the accuracy there from Monroe.
Yeah, it's Cassandra Stallwood. Now to bat. 400 Central. Foul ball, 0-1. Again.
One goes off the top.
Yeah, so 2 fouls there in a row. 0-2 for Stallwood.
Looks like Stallwood is playing pretty aggressively here.
And it's going to be in.
That is just in.
Yeah, just in. It's going to be at first base for Stallwood. Great play there.
That's a very nice hit. There's not much Monroe can do with where that was placed.
And up next to bat, Zoe Totaro for Hunterdon Central. First pitch here.
That was quite low.
Yeah, low.
Looks like Stallwood's trying to steal over on that side.
This one will count there.
Stallwood, very aggressive player. I mean, there, she swung at everything.
Next pitch here. It's going to be a little high. 2-0 count. Two outs here. Monroe looking to make it a third. No, yeah, it's going to be a strike. It's 2-1. It's going to be hit. High up.
Sky high.
Yeah, it's going to be an out. Excuse me, that was the second out, not the... that was just the second. So now there are second out. There are 2 outs for Hunterdon Central. And up next to bat, Grace Chrysler. It's a little low.
So very low ball there.
Yeah, 1-0 count. Pitch looks like a strike. 1-1.
It's well placed there.
Gonna get a hit. Looks like, oh, she dropped
Dangerous
it. Yeah, she dropped it, but
territory.
Stallwood's still gonna go to third, and she's safe. Wow.
Well done, Jen. Way to read that. Way to pick up that run and come across. That's exactly what you wanted.
That was well done.
That was really good.
Stallwood just no fear.
Yes, no fear. She got
No
right
fear
third.
at all, just going for it.
So you got Chrysler on first, Stallwood on third, and up next to bat, we're gonna start back with one, Cecilia Totaro.
Oh, Stallwood is just raring to go here at third.
First pitch here. It looks like it's gonna be a strike, but Chrysler stole the base, and now Chrysler is at second now. Stallwood's at third. This would be a big play here if Cecilia Totaro can get a hit. Next pitch, a little high. Looks like a 1-1 count there. Next pitch here.
High.
Yeah, it's high. Well. 2-1 now. Next pitch. Oh, that was actually... Okay, so that was actually 4 balls. There was never a strike. So that is very big because now Cecilia Totaro is not at first. The bases are loaded. The bases are loaded with Emily Walsh to bat now. This is a big play here for Emily Walsh. She can get a hit.
She gets a hit, she gets points no matter what.
Versus a strike.
A lot of movement on the bases here for Central.
Yeah, 2 outs, bases loaded. The pressure's on them for sure. Ball 1-1.
It's the other thing, if they can draw a ball here, you know.
And that's a point already. Next pitch here. Once again, it's going to be a ball, 2-1. This is dangerous here for Monroe. You don't want to get 4 balls or else it's going to be 1-0. Next pitch here. Oh, strike there, 2-2 count. This is a big pitch here for Monroe.
Makes contact.
Makes contact, so it's going to stay 2-2.
This is a dangerous play there, Emily Walsh.
Yeah, definitely. Just going to get a hit. Can they catch it? They will. Wow.
But Stallwood's going to get a run here for Central.
So that's going to be the end of the bottom of the second. Still 0-0. And George. Oh, nope. Yeah, so it's going to stay 0-0 at the top of the third. And George, you know, Central had the bases loaded with 2 outs, but they just couldn't get it to go. How impressive did you think Central was towards the end of that inning?
Oh, I mean, they looked great. And they were, you know, making some aggressive plays there. Cassie Stallwood with some very aggressive plays. You know, that run, she ran 2 bases with the ball in the infield the entire time.
Yeah.
That was a pretty crazy scramble there, but you know, she got the job done, and I think they need that aggression out here because it doesn't seem like, you know, I think hitting the ball is going to be really important in this game. It seems the pitchers have been pretty good at placing it where they need to place it, so you know.
Yeah, and you really think if Central didn't have 2 outs there, they could have easily got a point, but the 2 outs, which is not the best for Hunterdon Central. We will wait. The top of the third, score still 0-0. Van Cleef still to pitch. Maston to bat for Monroe. Cheer. Looks like it's going to be a little high up. 1-0 count. It's going to be hit, but not going to do anything. 1-1 count.
Just somewhere where the umpire's not, he's obstructing your shot. Whenever you've got obstruction, you gotta, well, that's what I'm saying. You just move the camera. The umpire's never, the umpire goes.
Pitch here. Swing and miss. 1-2 count now for Maston.
That's the idea. Is that you gotta move back 20.
Another swing and a miss, so that is a strikeout for Emily Van Cleef.
Nice strikeout for Emily Van Cleef. I believe that's the first one of the game for her.
So that's one out now. And Levon now to bat for Monroe.
Check that. I believe she has one more, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
First pitch here. Yeah.
It's off the catcher's mitt.
Off the catch. So it's going to be a 1. Going to be a strike there.
That was a little high.
Yeah, a little high. So I believe that is.
It's a 2-1 count now.
Yeah, 2-1. Next pitch here. Looks like a strike. 2-2.
Van Cleef starting to get into a nice rhythm here.
Yeah, it's going to be a ball there. 3-2 count now. Big pitch here for Van Cleef. And that's going to be a
Well
strikeout.
done.
Yeah, that's 2 strikeouts in a row for Emily Van Cleef. 2 outs now. Very good start of the 3rd inning for Emily Van Cleef. Bustilio now to bat for Monroe with 2 outs. Looking to try to get something here in the top of the 3rd. First pitch. Gonna look like a strike. 0-1.
That's a ball.
Ball. 1-0. Next pitch here. It's gonna ball
Another
2.
low.
Yeah, 2-0 count. It's gonna be really high. 3-0 count now. Next pitch. It's going to be 4 balls in a row. It's going to be 4 balls in a row. So, Bustillo will go to first. Kwiatkowski now to bat. With 2 outs. Van Cleef now. Pitch. Strike there, 0-1.
That was a well done pitch there.
Yeah, good pitch there. Yeah, once again,
Another great pitch right there, yeah.
Yeah, 0-2.
See if Van Cleef can be the hero of this inning.
I think it's contact, but
Ball looked like it
ball.
hit her. I don't know what the call is. I believe they called it safe, so
yeah, so it's gonna stay 0-2.
she'll get another crack at it. The wind is almost unbearable out here.
That's just gonna hit it. Good hit there, but they're gonna get Bustillo at second. So that's 3 outs. That's the end of the top of the 3rd. As we will wait the bottom of the 3rd for Hunterdon Central.
Looking good in the field again. Both teams looking very good in the field. Looked like Central might have found a little bit of room against Monroe in that last inning. Let's see if they can put it together for this one here.
Yeah, Emily Van Cleef had a great top of the 3rd, 2 strikeouts in a row. She looked great.
Yep, very strong pitching. Back,
yeah.
Just in time for us to have to talk again here.
The wind is loud today out
Yeah.
in Central.
I mean, it's hard for us to broadcast out here, but it's also definitely having an effect on the players, you know, with, you know, throwing the ball and really tracking it in the air. I bet tracking some of the pop flies that'll happen here and there, you know, it's going to be a little harder, so there might be a bit of an advantage for some of the hitters in this one.
And Del Hoyo now to bat for Hunterdon Central. Del Hoyo, first ball, well. Second pitch here. Once again outside, 2-0 count now. Next pitch can be hit, but
A nice
not be
piece
fair.
of that. Watch out on the bleachers there.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a 3-0 count now. One more ball, and Del Hoyo will walk to first.
That's a strike, Brad.
Oh, strike. Yeah. Oh man, that is a strike. Yeah. Jeez.
She made contact, but
Yeah.
if foul's the same as a strike
foul's
unless
a
it's the last.
Yes. That's a strike.
That's just a straight up
Yeah,
strike.
I got that one. Yeah. So that is a strike. It's now 2-2 count. Next pitch gets contact, but
Just outside.
just outside. It's gonna stay 2-2.
The wind is killing it out here.
Next pitch.
Oh, nearly
Yeah.
hit Del Hoyo.
It's gonna be a ball 3-2. Important pitch here for Monroe. Yeah, and it's gonna be a strike. First out for Monroe. Up next, Emily Van Cleef to bat for Hunterdon Central.
So a strong first 2 innings on the mound.
First pitch, gonna get good contact.
That is a
Great
nice
swing
hit.
there. Yeah, that's gonna be a first base for Van Cleef.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was a great hit by Van Cleef there.
Well, there's a hit into the outfield, you know.
Yeah, she can pitch and hit. She's a great player. Up next, Corey Gilio. I believe that was a ball, so 1-0.
When she makes contact, the ball generally goes pretty far. Like that.
Yeah, it's a great hit there.
Right
That's
on
going
the
to send.
outside.
Oh, it's going to. Emily Van Cleef's going to keep
for
going.
it. That ball's
And
out.
she's going to go all the way. And wow. Oh. She's going
They're
to. Wow.
calling.
It's a ground rule double.
It's a crown rule double. So I believe Van Cleef is going to stay at third. Emily
Yeah.
Walsh is going to go, or no, excuse me, yeah, Cora Giello is going to go to second.
Yeah, so if anyone's confused, what happened there is the ball actually rolled out of the field of play, but, in a normal stadium, that wouldn't be possible. So they'll give it a crown rule double, which means, it would be a double if that ball is stopped by the end boards, which there are no end boards on that side, so.
The first is a strike. Up next to bat is Riley Fala.
Riley Fala.
Ball there, 1-1 count. Next pitch, ball 2-1. Next pitch, gonna get contact, and Van Cleef's gonna go all the way. So that's Central's first point. 1-0, Hunterdon Central. And Central only has one out right now, so if they can keep getting hits, they can keep getting points.
It's well done. Like I was saying, it looked like that, they might have found the hole in last inning. They just couldn't exploit it because they had 2 outs, so.
Sandra Stallwood now to bat for Hunterdon Central.
Stallwood very aggressive, as we saw in the last inning, so should be an interesting round here. See if she plays it the same way. Yeah, she will.
Yeah,
That's going to be an out.
She's going to go right to Monroe. That's 2 outs there. That was Gita on the catch.
Now they're at 2 outs, 1-0.
Yeah, 2 outs, and up next to bat, Zoe Totaro. First strike on 1. Second pitch here. It's gonna be a hit. They're gonna catch it. No, they're not. But that was a foul ball. So we'll stay here.
Just stayed outside of the line. It's tough to tell from our vantage point whether that was in or out, but.
Yeah, so Totaro gonna stay at bat.
That was quite low there.
Pretty low ball there.
2-2 count.
2-2. Totaro gonna make contact
There it
once
goes.
again. It's gonna go right to Monroe, but she drops the catch. And look at this, Central gonna get their second point of the game. Yes, they will.
Dive for the base, and she got it as well, so.
Corrigiello is gonna get
It is
Central.
3-0.
Oh, that was 2 points. I know Giello scored 1, not sure who scored the other, but it is now a 3. It's gonna be 2 runs for baseball for Hunterdon Central.
Come on, Brad.
Yeah, give me a break. First softball game.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
If you couldn't tell, yeah.
This
is both of ours first softball game.
Yeah.
It's definitely exciting to get into this sport. So.
Yeah, that is
And the thing that is definitely nice about this sport is it's a little faster paced than baseball, so it definitely makes it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, Nicole Pontecorvo is now batting, as that is the 3rd out. As it's 3-0 Hunterdon Central at the bottom of the 3rd. George, what are your thoughts on how Hunterdon Central performed?
Oh, it's a nice 3rd inning right there.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there's 3 points on the board. Can't really complain about that. Obviously looked like maybe they could have got more, but they've looked strong in this game, and I think they're going to continue to dominate this one. And Van Cleef's looked really good on the mound. We'll see her top of the 4th, and she also had a really nice hit there that sprung some points. So.
Monroe to bat now. Emily Van Cleef still pitching. 3-0 Hunterdon Central.
Monroe's definitely going to have to start, you know, it's still got some innings, but they really got to start thinking about, you know, their situation. They're down 3. They have not really, you know, seemed to put too much pressure in hitting, so Central's definitely looked like the dominant team in this game. It's going to be bounced behind. 1-1 count here.
Yeah, 1-1 count. Zaski batting for Monroe. Zaski's going to hit it, but not going to be fair.
That one's into the cattails there. Went over the netting.
1-2.
Never to be seen again. Nice grounder there. Fielded well by Van Cleef.
Easy out there for Hunterdon Central. It's 1 out. Gita now to bat for Monroe. 1 out here for Monroe as well. Pitch, go outside. 1-0 count. It's gonna get hit, and that's gonna be out. Good catch there by Nicole Pontecorvo. That's 2 outs now, and up next to bat's Middleton from Monroe.
This is a very, very strong inning so far for Central.
Yeah, definitely at the top of the 4th.
No one has been on base yet for Monroe.
Central's looked very strong so far.
This whole game has looked very good for Central.
Definitely. Gonna be outside, 1-0 count. Next pitch here. Outside once again, 2-0. Yeah.
That was in.
Yeah, that was in. 2-1 now. Next pitch, outside once again. That's a 3-1 count, 1 more ball. Middleton will go to first. And that's looks like it's gonna be another ball. 1 more count. Middleton will go to first with 2 outs. Gonchar now to bat for Monroe.
All Central's got to do is, you know, make 1 more play here, and they're back at bat again. Here come the geese. Might be at the top of your frame.
That is a ball. 1-0.
Watch out for bombs.
Yeah. It's going to strike there, 1-1.
That one's in as well.
That's in as well. Strike 2, 1-2 count.
Frankly, they're just putting this just like right below the bat, just making it just
It's
a
gonna
little
be
bit
hit.
challenging there.
It's not gonna
to get under for the Monroe player.
Yes, 2-2 count now as that was just fouled.
Really shooting for the bottom of the box here.
Or excuse me, I believe it's still 1-2. It's gonna be a hit there. Oh, they're gonna get. It's gonna be a drop. So now two at base now for Monroe. Middleton and Goncher now, both at base.
There's a rare bumble from De Hoyo, but
yeah,
we'll get back on track here.
So Monroe now to bat.
It was tough. It looked like it took a tough bounce in front of her glove.
Yeah, first pitch here. It's gonna be hit. It's be a foul. So 0-1. Next pitch. It's gonna be hit, but it looks like it's gonna be popped up.
Straight up in the air.
Yeah, that's gonna be caught. So that's gonna be 3 outs. So it's still 3-0. Hunterdon Central. So we will wait the bottom of the 4th.
You know, Central looks strong in the field again. You know, a couple little hiccups there, but I mean, you know, it didn't result in any points, and obviously, you know, it's all they really need. And you know, with a 3-0 lead, you know, can't be too wrapped up in little mistakes here and there. But I'm sure some of these mistakes will clean up as the season goes along. You know, especially when they're playing against some, you know, better opponents. Little mistakes like that are going to be exploited. You know, quite a bit more than they will, than they will in this game. But you know, so far they've played a pretty tight game and they've looked strong.
Definitely.
And that, of course, is reflected in the score. It hadn't been reflected in the score for the first 3 innings. There was definitely some, you know, or the first 2 innings. There was definitely, you know, it seemed like Central was dominating a bit, but, you know, just couldn't quite make the play to get the points. But
definitely.
Well, hopefully they can throw some more runs in here in 4th inning.
Is Celia Totaro now to bat first. Hunterdon Central.
All the way back around for the line here.
Celia Totaro now to bat. Monroe pitching now. First pitch, gonna be hit. It's not gonna be fair. 0-1.
That was pretty well outside there. You can see all the Monroe players running over. Maybe just maybe that'll be inside, even to catch an out there. But luckily it falls helplessly or harmlessly.
Yeah, 1-1
helplessly
count.
And harmlessly.
The 1-1 count.
Across the fence.
Next pitch here. Tried to bunt it, but it looks like a strike, so 1-2 count for Totaro.
It's definitely going to be tough to bunt in this wind with the way the ball is probably going to move around on you.
He's going to hit it here. Great hit there.
Oh, that's a nice hit.
By Totaro in. She's going to stay at first.
Took a couple funky bounces there, too. If they had people playing in, that actually would have been catastrophic for Monroe.
Yeah, Emily Walsh will now bat for Hunterdon Central. Totaro at first base. No outs yet for the Red Devils. It's going to be a bump, but it's not going to be fair, so 0-1.
And just that bunt just kind of slid a little bit wide. Gone maybe a little further and curled out. It might not have been called that way, but the line's the line.
Next pitch. Tried to go for a bunt again. A stolen base.
Did she get that?
Yeah, she believes she did.
Seems to be the call.
Yeah, she's not going to be a second. Emily Walsh still batting.
It's a nice dash from Totaro. It's 1-1.
Next pitch here. Swing and be out.
I'll make it 1-2.
Yeah, 1-2 count for Emily Walsh.
Looks like Emily Walsh is playing this slightly more aggressive here. She's either gone for a bunt or a hit on every pitch so far.
And she's going to hit it, and that's not going to be fair, so still going to remain 1-2.
It's good to make contact with it there, though. You know, no strike, and just outside far enough that the Monroe players can't get a catch on it.
That's a great hit there by Emily Walsh. Cecilia Totaro is going to go all the way. And that's a run for Cecilia Totaro. She is safe.
Awesome play there. Nice slide at the plate. And
yeah, great hit by Emily Walsh.
That was a laser from Walsh.
It's now 4-0 Hunterdon Central. Emily Walsh at first. And batting next is Samantha Del Hoyo. Del Hoyo, it's a great hit as well. It's got Emily Walsh's second. Del Hoyo, it's a first base hit.
That was a quite speedy hit there.
Yeah, and Central definitely picking up the pace now. Emily Van Cleef on the bat.
Central definitely starting to widen that margin a bit here.
Look at this, Emily Van Cleef. Wow, what a hit.
That's gone.
Yeah. Oh.
So, because of the bounce, it's going to be just
the bounce.
Kind of a similar deal as last time. You know, we don't have no green monster here, so if you don't know what that is, that's the giant wall at the Boston Stadium. So, we just have a very short fence, so a bounce can easily send it over there, but
yeah, so Van Cleef
still a run out of it, 5-0.
Yeah, Van Cleef's at second, and Samantha Del Hoyo still to bat.
Del Hoyo's there.
Oh, excuse me, Courage Yellow is going to bat. Van Cleef is at second, and Del Hoyo is at third.
Nice if Gilio could pop a nice homer here.
Give me a ball there.
2-2 count here.
I will lead for Hunterdon Central. Swing here, and
high.
Yeah, that's going right to Monroe, and it's caught. I believe Del Hoyo tried to go all the way.
That makes it 5-0.
Yeah, 5-0.
Still only one out for Central. It's at 6-0 now as Del Hoyo slid in there. So Fela's up to bat now.
Yeah, Riley Fela.
Start out with a ball.
Swing by Fela.
That one's popped up there.
Yeah. So 1-1.
Fence with the nice save there. We got wind noise, we got sirens, we got everything today. Oh, this is a nice hit.
Good hit by Fela, but it's going to be an out by Monroe. Good catch there. That's 2 outs. Van Cleef still at second. Up next to back is Sandra Stallwood.
Well, let's see if she swings at everything this time again. We got the hump over here obstructing our view. It's just wide.
Yeah, just wide. It's 0-1.
I think Stallwood really got the energy going earlier in this game.
As that looks to be, I believe that's a ball.
That is a ball.
Yeah.
It was way outside. 1-1 count, but yeah, Stallwood with the, gave energy in the beginning of the game, got a nice hit, and then that infield run was quite something. But they couldn't capitalize on that one. But I think that really is what led to the last couple innings being so lucrative with the runs in a 6-0 game.
It's gonna be a hit, but
good to make contact there.
Yeah, 1-2. Next pitch here. Make contact.
Nice hit. Can
Yeah,
she
but-
get there?
Oh, she will.
Yes,
Wow.
she can.
And it looks like Van Cleef's going to go all the way. I believe it's a run for Van Cleef. It is 6-0 Hunterdon Central now. Excuse me, 7-0 Hunterdon Central now.
That was
Yeah.
another
Wow.
nice run there. Some fortunate things happened there. There was no one playing first base, but
Yeah.
thankfully for Cassie, she's able to get there.
And Zoe Totaro is now batting. Zoe Totaro. It's going to be a ball.
Oh, that's
wow.
nice. Oh,
Wow.
what a catch.
That was a great catch by Monroe, as that will be the end of the fourth.
It's the end of the fourth.
7-0 Hunterdon Central. I mean, that was just dominance.
Yeah, Central's looked very dominant, especially with Monroe just not being able to really capitalize on anything while hitting. If it was an offensive game, maybe Monroe would be more in it, but, Central is just dominating on both sides right now and, looking very strong.
Definitely.
Like, they're pretty poised to, maybe cruise to an easy win here, but I can't speak too soon. There's still the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings, so, we still got plenty of time in this one.
William Van Cleef still to pitch. Maston at bat. First pitch, ball, 1-0.
A little high on that one.
It's going to be another ball.
I was definitely a little closer to the box, but
Yeah,
still not quite in there.
2-0.
They switched around who was playing where in the infield a bit. Looks like they moved Del Hoya back
hit,
and
but
put
not gonna be fair.
Stallwood in between second and third.
Now 2-1. Maston.
It looks like Stallwood and Del Hoya switched.
Mm-hmm. And 2-2 now. Going the pitch here for Van Cleef. And Maston gonna hit it, but that looks like a pop. Nope, it's gonna
Find its way outside of the fence.
2-2 still for Maston. Next pitch. Looks like it's gonna be a ball. 3-2 counts.
This bigger pitch here for Van Cleef, but it's starting to feel a little less important with a 7-run buffer.
Still going to remain 3-2. Pitch. That, I believe, it's going to be a strike. And it will, as it will be a strikeout.
That will be a strikeout there.
Levon now to bat.
This is the first out for Central in this inning.
Top of 5-7-0 Hunterdon Central. Strike there, 0-1.
Nice pitch from Van Cleef. She's had a very, very nice game so far. It's not allowed any runs.
Next pitch, once again a strike, 0-2. And that's going to be 3 strikes in a row. Wow.
Nice strikeout there that's a clean strikeout from Van Cleef.
Vaughn is going to be striked out. So now, Stilo will be batting.
2 outs for Monroe.
Strike, 0-1.
Let's see if Van Cleef can pull a triple strikeout here.
It looks like a ball.
Nope, that's another
a
strike.
Yes.
She's hitting him in the box here.
Yeah, 0-2. Pitch there. Next pitch.
And there's the last one. That's 3 strikeouts in a row there for Van Cleef.
Yeah, 3 strikeouts in a row for Emily Van Cleef. Great pitching by her. So that's going to do it for the top of the 5th. So we will wait for Central batting at the bottom of the 5th.
About as quick of an inning as you can have.
Yeah. Monroe just can't get on the board. Central trying to add points as we will wait to the bottom of the 5th inning.
So here we go.
I believe that's Grace Chrysler to bat now for Hunterdon Central. As Grace Chrysler's going to get a good hit
up.
there. And
Well
she's going to keep
done.
going. That's going to be a double for Grace Chrysler. Great play there.
That is a nice hit.
As Central keeps her momentum going, and now we will go back.
Right off the tip of the bat.
That's Cecilia Totaro now going to bat. Grace Chrysler, second base. Strike, 1-1. Another strike, 0-2 count.
See what the Taro does here on the bubble. No balls. There's a ball.
Yeah, ball, 1-2 count there. It looks like that's going to be still going to remain 1-2.
Elliott drop there from the catcher, which I believe grants a run in this scenario.
It's going to be a strikeout there.
Nice pitching there from the Monroe pitcher.
Emily Walsh now to bat. 1 out here. It's a little high, so 1-0 count.
That was just inside the box.
So 1-1. Said just inside.
See if Walsh can knock a nice hit here.
She
There we
will,
go.
but that is going to be an
Yeah,
out.
it's not enough.
Grace Gressler going to go to third
room
base
for
though.
that.
Gressler going to go to third. Del Hoyo not a bat with 2 outs for Central, and we're all looking to get 3 outs here at the bottom of the 5th inning.
Central just trying to see if they can get some points out of this inning.
Yeah, already up 7-0, but you might as well add some more.
I mean, this is a game of runs, and you can
Look at
very
this. Wow.
quickly change things. And there's a nice hit from
Yeah, Grace Gressler just basically
Del
going to
Hoya.
practically walk to
Yeah,
the end, as now it is
Grace Chrysler will shuffle
Yeah.
on the home plate.
8-0 Hunterdon Central. 2 outs. Emily Van Cleef to bat now.
And I'll say it once, I've said it many times already, but Van Cleef's had a great showing. You know, first real start as pitcher for Central here.
It's a little low. 1-0 count.
And that will be a strike.
Strike, so 1-1.
That one's out.
Yeah, high.
Yeah.
Emily Van Cleef, no hitter tonight so far. Great showing for her.
Yeah, if she can keep a no-hitter, that's a big deal.
And it's going to be out.
It's going to be out.
So 3 outs there from Monroe. So that is the end of the bottom of the 5th. 8-0 Hunterdon Central as we will await the top of the 6th inning.
Geisler had a nice hit at the beginning of that. Without that hit, there would be no points on the board from that inning.
Definitely.
So it looks like relief coming in for Van Cleef so she just successfully pitched a no-hitter to open the season here. So congratulations to her, and congratulations to this Central team. They have looked great. They've played great, and you know they've just been completely dominant almost this entire game. And
yeah, it's only the top of the sixth, and it's an 8-0 game. So
there hasn't been too much to talk about because it's really been just a one-sided game.
Definitely.
And just Central looking very strong.
Definitely. Pitch here. Central, and excuse me to say this wrong, but Brielle Staskovic is now going to pitch for Hunterdon Central. It's Emily Van Cleef now. She had a great game tonight, a no-hitter, had some good at-bats. Next pitch. Ooh, looks like it's going to be a ball. Zoe Taro is now our shortstop for Hunterdon Central.
A bunch of shuffling here at the end of the game as, some relief comes in the pitching mound, and, it's gearing up because it's a, quite a big lead, and throw some other players out there, might as well.
As that was just a ball for Monroe.
And Van Cleef's playing closer to third now, so.
Yeah, Kukowski just had a ball. So she's at first. Zaski is now up to bat. Staskovic now to pitch, and it's going to be an 0-1 count there. Just 2 more innings left. Bottom, top of the 6th. 8-0 Hunterdon Central. Next pitch. It's going to be hit high, but yeah, it's going to be popped there. It's 1 out.
Del Hoya has no problem with that one.
Yeah, easy catch there for Del Hoya. Gita now going to bat for Monroe. He strike there. 0-1. Pitch. Tried to bunt. Looks like it's going to be a stolen base here. She's going to be safe.
They're going to call that one safe.
Yeah, Kukowski is safe at second.
I was quite close, but
yeah, definitely.
It did appear as she did seem to have her foot on the base as she slid.
Mm-hmm. A strike there.
Nice strike.
There's a strikeout there for Staskovic. It's her first strikeout of the game. Middleton now going to bat for Monroe.
2 outs here.
Yeah, 2 outs of Kukowski.
Central can get off the field here.
Yeah, Monroe just trying to get any points at this point. Any runs at this point in the game. Hit here by Middleton.
Something.
And that's an easy out for Hunterdon Central. That's
That'll do it for the top of the 6th.
Do it for the top of the 6th, so.
And the wind will blow us out of the top of the 6th.
So Monroe now just has 1 more half inning to try to get some points on the board. And now Central will look to add to their 8-0 lead at the bottom of the 6th. we will wait the bottom of the 6th.
So, I believe if Central's able to put 2 runs past Monroe here, I believe this game will end. I think the mercy rule is 10, but I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Again, both of us are our first time doing this. We definitely have enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a cool sport, and it's very cool to learn a new sport. It's take our time, but I believe later in the season we'll be rattling off some of the numbers you guys might be wanting to hear, like on base percentage and stuff like that.
As that's going to be a hit there, but
it's
going to
a
be dropped.
drop.
Wow, yeah. As that was, not sure that was the moment. That was Corgiello with that hit, so she's at first.
Fela, I believe, is next.
Yeah, Fela is next, Riley Fela. There, Fiala. So she's gonna be safe. So now Fiala and Giello both at first and second. Sandra Stallwood to now bat next. No outs yet for Monroe. First pitch.
There's
gonna be hit, but it's gonna be out. That's the first out for Monroe. Fiala and Giello will stay at first and second. Up next to bat, Zoe Tatar.
Let's see if they can put some runs home here and then go home.
That's
right
fair.
On the line.
Yeah, 0-1.
That one's in.
Safe, but they're gonna get.
They're gonna get Giulio.
They're gonna get Giulio out. So that's 2 outs now. Nicole Pontecorvo to now be at bat.
That's batted down by the pitcher.
Yeah, that's gonna be 3
Good
outs.
alert play.
That's a good play there.
So Monroe's got 1 shot to get 8 runs here.
As Yobi will be back for the top of the 7th, 8-0 Hunterdon Central. As we will wait the top of the 7th, Monroe just going to try to get some points, runs here, just get whatever they can.
And we'll see if they can piece something together. I mean, You know, I'm not going to say it's impossible. 8 runs, it can happen in an inning, but Central has just looked so strong in the field today.
Definitely.
We'll have to see how this goes.
Stoskavage to pitch for Hunterdon Central. I believe that's Gunchar at bat. It is. Gunchar is batting. Stoskavage to pitch. Gunchar at bat. Top of the 7th. Ooh. Is Gunchar gonna hit it? Oh, it's dropped. So Gunchar looking to get a double, and she will. That was a drop ball there. So Gunchar going to get a second, and Monroe looking to get some points.
Oh, there's the biggest play of the game from Monroe. They're pretty fired up over there.
And Monroe if they get any points, they'll be very happy, and I don't blame them. Stoskavage to pitch now. Just going to be a strike, swing and a miss. 0-1. I believe that was a ball.
Nope, that was
strike
2.
Yep. So 0-2 count now for Stoskavage. Next pitch here. It's going to be a strikeout. So 1 out now with Gunchar at second. Maston now to bat for Monroe. As Maston gonna hit it, but it's not gonna be enough. That's 2 outs now, as Levon will now bat as what be the last at bat for Monroe.
See if Central can close it out here.
First pitch here. It's gonna be a swing, but it's not going to be fair. Foul ball. 0-1. Next pitch. Strike 2. 0-2 count. 1 more strike. This game will be over.
This game will be over.
Yeah. Stoskavage maybe looking at just the final pitch here. Pitch is up, and it's going to be hit, and it's going to be over.
Out.
Yeah, so still 0-2. It's Levon looking to get anything here with Gunchar at second. Pitch here. As that will be a strike. And
ball
that's,
game.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of the game. So Hunterdon Central will defeat Monroe in softball 8-0. Emily Van Cleef had a great game with a no-hitter, and all in all, just a dominant performance by the Red Devils.
Very, very great start to the season. Definitely excited to see what this team can bring, against some, Skyland Division opponents as well. But, that's how you want to start.
Yeah, and you definitely like that Central is getting these dominant wins to start off the season so they can start off hot and carry that momentum on to perhaps a team that is better than that, perhaps maybe people think are better than Central, and they can prove them wrong. But Central, great start to the season, 8-0 performance against Monroe.
Yeah.
We're going to stand by for our post-game guest.
And we are joined by Emily Van Cleef, our post-game guest. So, Emily, a sophomore, and now you are the person on the mound. Way to go. A 5-inning
you.
no-hitter. How about that one for a debut? Obviously, it's not your first time pitching. You've been splitting a little time with Sarah, but now it's your team. How does it feel this year heading into the situation where you are now the top pitcher for us?
It's definitely, I got big shoes to fill from Sarah to Stefano, so it's definitely some pressure, but, it's good, I guess.
So what's it like now for the team? Obviously, you guys kind of come in with some jitters going into the season, a few holes to fill. What is it like getting that decisive win on opening day?
I think it definitely just builds our confidence for the season. Now that we got this win under our belt, we can go in with more confidence for the rest of the season. Obviously, our team just keeps getting closer and bonding as the season goes on.
So, Emily, how did you play off of a freshman year that saw you as the MVP of the county tournament? What kind of, I don't even want to say confidence, you're playing at a much higher level than that, but what does a freshman year like that do for you as far as getting your high school career off and running?
It was definitely a good start. I think that I thought that I shouldn't be too overconfident because, I still got to work hard, put in the work. Still got 3 more years to go, so can't let freshman year decide how good I do for the rest of the year, so it's in the past.
Lastly, Emily, what have you seen from the team so far, just through a series of scrimmages? Obviously, we're just off and running today, but what have you seen so far that you like from this team?
I really like the chemistry of this team. We play as a team. We don't just play for ourselves. We hit for the batter behind us. We hit for the person on base. We field for everyone else. So it's not just one person. It's the whole team together. So.
And that was Red Devils sophomore Emily Van Cleef, as the Red Devils with a decisive 8-0 victory here on opening day over the Monroe Falcons. Red Devils were anxious to get off and running this year, and they certainly did so. That was a combined no-hitter for Hunterdon Central. Great start, and a great job by our crack crew today. Brad Romano, George Urquhart on the microphone, Kaya Jackson calling the shots here, and then we have Jamie Cohen, Michaela Johnston, and Mariah McKeon making their freshman debut, their debuts here at HCTV. So a great start by all here at the Red Devils' home 8-0 win over the Monroe Falcons. Busy week here on HCTV. On the live stream, we've got spring sports up and at 'em. Tomorrow we have Red Devils baseball as the boys will take on Hillsboro in the season opener. And then boys lacrosse on Wednesday. Wow, what a big one. Red Devils against Bridgewater, their nemesis, the team that knocked them out of the playoffs last year. How's that one for a first home game here at Central? That'll be a 3:30 start on Wednesday. And then on Thursday at 5:30, the Lady Red Devils lacrosse team will be in action against Mount St. Mary's. So we will be busy here. Hopefully everyone will join us here at Hunterdon Central. Once again, our final score, Red Devils 8 and Monroe 0.